Hi, this is going to be my August and September wrap-up. I stopped writing my blog posts around August, so I haven't mentioned the books that I've read in August anywhere, and I thought I would do that here. So the first book that I read in August was Maggie, Volume 31 by Shinobu Ohtaka. Maggie is a retelling of the Arabian Nights, except with a lot more magic and a lot more politics. It follows a charismatic group of friends as they go on this crazy adventure, and it's a lot of fun, and it makes you feel a lot of things and gets very emotional, and I really enjoy it. I don't remember exactly what Volume 31 was about specifically because it's been 2 months, but I gave it 4 stars, so I know I liked it. I prefer the anime, but it hasn't completed the story, and I got so invested that I had to know what happened. So I picked up the manga. There's 37 volumes, so I'm almost done with it. I'm waiting for volume 32 from my library right now, and I hope to finish it soon because I do really enjoy it. The next book I read in August was Circe by Madeline, which is a retelling of Greek mythology following Cersei's life. It's basically her biography told from her own point of view. I love Greek mythology, and I will read basically anything that has Greek myth in it because it's just something that I'm really interested in. But this one fell a little flat for me. It was a little slow, which makes sense because it's literally going through her whole life. And that was really interesting because I'm not very familiar with Cersei, and it was really cool to see it from her point of view because that's also not a perspective that you see often in myth. It's mainly told from a poet's perspective, so you don't really see into the mind of a god, and I think that was done really well. But I had trouble just staying interested and wanting to pick it up. I would recommend it if you're interested in Greek mythology, but it's not one of my favorite books. Moving into September, the first book I read, and the only physical book I have to show you, is The Storied Life of AJ Thackeray by Gabrielle Zevin. This is about a grumpy old man who runs a bookstore in a little secluded tourist island, and it basically follows his life story when a little girl gets left in his bookshop. Everyone loves this book. I, again, just thought it was okay. It is very emotional with all the backstories and all of the different characters and what they go through, and it makes you feel a lot of things. It makes you laugh, it makes you cry, but again, I just found myself getting a little bored. I didn't feel super connected to the characters, even though I did find them interesting and unique. And if I'm not really connected to the characters in a story, I don't enjoy it as much because I'm more of a character reader versus plot. And even here, this doesn't have too much of a plot. It's more of a slice of life kind of book. So maybe that's why it didn't really work for me. I mean, it didn't not work for me. I did like it. It's just not blowing me away. Speaking of blowing me away though, the next book that I finished in September was The Love Ascension by Sanderson. And this is the second book in the Mistborn trilogy, and I absolutely love it. The first book is about a group of thieves who are plotting to overthrow their god king, and it's full of political intrigue and an interesting world and amazing character dynamics, which I love, and magic, incredible magic. Speaking about the second book specifically, The Love Ascension, I didn't find it as good as the first. It was still incredible, but I personally liked the first more. I did enjoy watching the characters grow and develop because, again, characters are kind of my thing, so I really loved seeing how they changed, and they changed so much, and it was really interesting to watch. And there are no problems in the book that can be solved really easily, whether internal or external. And that makes it very stressful, but also really fun to read. So I gave The Love Ascension 5 out of 5 stars. I liked the first one better, but I still did love this book. And I'm currently almost done with the third one, and it's incredible. But that's for a later video. The last book I picked up in September was Sourdough by Sloane, and I tried to listen to this on audiobook, and I ended up DNFing it after 50%. It's about a woman working in the tech industry, and she's just really bored with her life until one day she's given a starter culture for sourdough bread by a restaurant down the street from her. And then suddenly her life goes in this really weird direction. And when I say weird, I mean like actually like what's happening weird. In theory, it's an interesting story. I love baking, so I was already drawn to it with that, but I did not care for it at all. The characters were really weirdly done, where they felt like they were these odd caricatures and not real people, and that really bothered me. So I didn't care for any of the characters. I didn't care for the plot because it wasn't really moving anywhere. It was just kind of meandering and weird. And I hated the writing style. It wasn't as bad in audio format, but after a while I just kept hearing it and it was bothering me and I couldn't do it anymore, so I stopped and I don't plan to finish it. So those are all the books that I've read in the last 2 months. Let me know if you read anything amazing that I should pick up in the near future, and I will see you later. Bye!